Did you press record there?
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Yeah.
What a grumpy face.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
Can you turn up the volume, please?
Yeah, I'm turning it. Oh, this keyboard. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this so you can.
Oh, right. That's much better. I was just about to ask you to do that. Beautiful. Is it possible? It's not necessary 100%, but is it possible to turn the camera just a little bit so I see less window?
Like less window?
Because I have a big window right behind you and you look like a ghost. I love the trees behind it, but I can't see you very well when there is a giant light object behind. The background is supposed to be dark, and that makes it. Last time we had the lesson, I guess the weather was bad because it was not, or I don't know, but it was a little bit better.
Okay, just
Then
stand.
turn a little bit. So
I'm
I
gonna
see
try to
more
do it.
darkness. Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, just
And then-
I need to move this.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you stand over there? Okay. So is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to see Eugene though.
Well, that's why I was moving it. Chump change. God.
Child, don't fight your mother in front of me.
I'm sorry.
And also, you are not 13 yet. You are not allowed to fight your mother yet.
Okay.
How old is your sister?
14.
She should fight her.
Okay.
Okay.
Now the movie
That's good.
sees Eugene.
Okay, now turn your stand. So turn a little more, a little more. No, turn it clockwise. The other clockwise. No, see. Turn it. No, the other way. I don't want to see music. There you go.
Oh.
And move it out of the side. That is perfect. Now I see you, I don't see the window, and I don't see the stand. Now I see more of you.
Okay.
Okay.
You better not see me.
He doesn't.
Why?
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, dear, let's go.
Okay. What?
No, I was just asking my mother to get me a cup of tea. When I teach online, I lose my voice very often.
Okay.
So if I choke and cough, it's not because I am sick, but because I yelled at my students so much that I can't talk anymore.
Okay.
Probably not students like you, right? I don't have to yell at you.
Yeah.
You have your mother to do that. All right. Are you tuned, child?
Yeah.
Then let's have your scale. How about B flat major 3-note turbo? Now C minor, also 3 notes per bow. No, sweetie, you're playing the major. I do not want a major, I want a minor. Right. Now tell me, have you played minor scales for me yet?
I think I have, but.
Do you have the music for it?
I don't.
Look, it would say minor scale. It would look very much the same as your major scale, only it would have, instead of strokes, arpeggios right after the scale. It will be a single page. And it would be D minor, therefore it would have a single flat in it.
It doesn't look like she has that. You wanna?
I have a scale and then strokes page.
Okay, that's a major. You need the minor scale. How can I send it to you?
You can send it to me over text or email, and then I can print it out.
Okay, hold on. There you are. Give me the numbers.
510. What's your phone number?
898-8599.
Okay, let's see. It's accepted and it is sending now. Can you get it now real quick?
Sure.
Very
I just
important.
got it.
So it's just hit print.
I know how.
Gretchen, will you go get the stuff from the printer, please?
Okay. Okay, it's printing.
Excellent.
Okay.
Now, what is the difference between the minor scale and the major scale? Tell me.
The major scale would have more whole steps.
No, it's all about the third note of the scale. Can you
The
play for
third
me?
note of
Can you play for me a D major scale and stop on the E?
Thank you, Gretchen.
Thank you.
So that's the cellist that I didn't get to meet, right?
She's ready to go anytime you want her.
Right. Did you tell her that I liked her recording?
Yes.
I even told Jane that I really liked it because I thought it was graceful and in tune, which you don't hear very often. So, anyway, hopefully.
Well,
I
Gretchen,
don't know.
Gretchen used to melt people a long time ago, and those 3 high notes on Humoresque. Nobody else could do that like her.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's get rid of that stupid virus, and then we will see what we will do, right?
You know, everybody could just come to Texas. It's no problem.
Just give it the time. It is not the problem yet. Did you hear CNN today?
No, so it's either catfish or trout, right?
No,
We have
Japanese.
We have catfish. What?
Japanese had this cruiser quarantined for a couple of months in one of their ports, and they studied every one of 4,000 people on board every day. And they realized that unfortunately 30% of people who were sick never showed any symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
They were not pre-symptomatic, they were asymptomatic. So they went through incubation and through the whole illness, not sneezing once, but they were deadly contagious. So that's the problem of that disease. We only report the people that end up in ICU, but we don't even know that thousands of people walking around spreading the disease and not even knowing it. That's the problem of that virus. That's why the new orders are absolutely 100% masks, because you may feel perfectly fine, but you may be going around killing people. So watch out, Texas. All right, so it is very difficult and it's very scary, but if we all get disciplined, we will kill it.
We will.
Anyway, child, do you have the music in front of you?
Yeah.
I want you to play only first 4 notes and nothing else. Only first 4 notes. The next note is critical. If you play F sharp, you will be playing D major. And if you play F natural, it will become D minor. Now let's try to play now 5 notes with the F sharp in it. And now the same thing with F natural, please. Right. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The third note of any scale decides whether this scale is happy or sad. Have you ever heard anything about melodic minor? Tell me what you know.
On the melodic minor, it's a minor scale, but on the sixth, if it's on melodic minor, then on a minor scale, on the 6th and 7th note, you would raise a half step.
Very good. You said much more than most of the kids in your age would, but you took like 3 minutes of firing unnecessary words. Why don't you say this in one sentence for me? When you play melodic scale, your 6th and 7th step get what?
Raised by a half step.
On the way up.
On the way up, but on the way down, you go back to a normal minor scale.
Exactly. Understand?
Yeah.
Do you know what the word laconic means?
No.
It means to be a giant creature just flown by you. It was gray and fluffy.
That was my cat.
What's that cat's name?
Yoni.
Yomi. Okay, so to be able to deliver a lot of information using as few words as possible is to be laconic. Now you know something new, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Every time you try to explain something, try to go to the root of it and stop bubbling. And you will think much faster because we, Europeans, think in words. If we use too many words, we think slow. Okay? Now, look at that scale. Play single note per bow, and let's see how far you will go without making a mistake. Stop. Why playing so fast when you use single bow? Stop. That was wrong. Can you tell me what was wrong? Can you tell me in D minor the note B is which step? Yes, waiting.
A whole step?
What?
A whole step?
No, which step, what number? You see, that was 5. The B is the 6th one. Therefore, as you said, it's supposed to be raised on the way up. So that's your note. Not this one, but this one. Then this, and then that. Do it again. Read carefully. There is a natural in front of it. Stop. My impatient friend. I don't want it fast. I want it good. Okay, okay. Your way up was very good. Now, please look very carefully at the scale music and notice that there are different fingering than what you were using for the major scale. That is very important to know. And you will use this fingering for most of the minor runs down in your pieces. Is your number memory good? Let's test it. 4, 3, 2. Say
4, 3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
2, 1.
Now I will repeat. 4, 3, 2. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. Now you do it.
4, 3, 2. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
One more time.
4, 4, 3, 2. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
That is correct. Now that's how you need to climb down. Let's go. You can start from the top and go down. Yes. Don't rush. No. Don't need it fast. Need it good. Very good. Very good and very fast learner. Now try to do once that minor scale, 2 notes per bow.
Or like the bus, it's like 30 minutes.
Good. So your homework is to learn to play that scale first in D minor and then transfer it to other keys. Like you can play B minor, you can play C minor, whatever. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Show me arpeggios. The arpeggios are exactly the same. Yeah.
A minor arpeggio?
They are all exactly the same. You can play the major and they will be exactly the same for minor and major. The same chords.
Quiet and but so down the hill would be
That was okay. At the end, it became a little hazardous, but it was pretty good. Now, did I ask you to play slow and fast or only slow?
Slow and fast.
Did I ask you to play that or not?
Yeah.
Then let's try the first one. You want to play it really slow, 3 notes per bow. And when you finish, your last note of the slow becomes your first note of the fast. And you played 9 notes per bow, which would mean 2 bows for the entire pitch. 1 up, 1 down. Go. Now start with a major arpeggio. Good. Your shifts in the slow one were way too heavy. If you're going to continue shifting like that, it will be very hard for you to play super fast and clean. The shifts should be light. You don't lose the string, but you glide like tickling the string. Like imagine if I were to move my fingers over my hand like this, only touching the hairs but not squeezing into the skin, okay? Understand? Tickle the string when you play the shift. Don't squish it. Now, try one more time exactly the same thing, just you did. Right, 3 notes, nice and slow. You play well, but when you play slow, your shift down has too much meowing. I really don't want that shift to be so heavy, do you understand? I do believe that you are relaxed, but no, too much noise. Now I want you to do something else. You are actually quite good. I want you to do something else. I want you to do exactly what you did. You play slow 3, then you play 9 mid speed. And then after you're done with 9, you go twice into 18. Which means you play the whole arpeggio on the down bow, and then another one, the whole arpeggio on the up bow. This is how my best students practice the arpeggios. It is not easy, but I think you're strong enough to do right now, and you think very fast. Let's try it. Don't be afraid to miss. You just stop. No, you didn't understand. Let me explain again. The first time you play 3 notes per bow, right? Then you play 9 notes per bow. And when you're done with that, you play 18. So you play all on the down bow. And then the second time, all on the up bow. Understood?
Wait, so you do the... And then you do the...
No. You play the schedule. Good. And then you play the same arpeggio on one bow. And repeat it on the up bow.
Oh.
Go, 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 go. Up bow. No, on one bow. Come on, child. I know you can do it. You're strong. Go.
I used too much.
Right, right. Now start from the beginning. 3, very slow. 9, comfortable. 18, no speed limit. You can play as fast as you want, but don't stop. Go. Yay! Bravo! And the last arpeggio before we move on is a diminished 7. That is the penultimate one, the one before last. I want you to play 2, 4, 12, and then 24 twice.
Wait, so you do.
So you do the same thing basically, only you start with playing 2 notes per bow, then you play 4 notes per bow, then you play 12, which means you use 2 bows for the entire arpeggio. And then just like with that one, you play the whole arpeggio down bow. Oh, you get the point. Let's go. No, 2 notes per bow to begin with, and very slow and careful, very clean. Right. Do you understand what you need to do?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I need you to practice. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's move on to you. You have a shradik for me, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do
With
the
that?
piece? Are you gonna do the piece? You didn't do any piece last week.
Yeah, we will definitely. Just want to hear.
I know. I'm just reminding you that you said you would start with the piece this week.
Right, but I wanted to see if she could do this arpeggios.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Go, child.
Did
Play
she do it?
shradik very well, so we could switch to the piece.
Let me hear it.
Okay. What? Okay.
Okay, stop. Are your fingers tired?
My pinky is.
Okay. You've done very, very well. And considering that you were repeating, you almost completed the whole thing. I don't think you need to repeat it anymore. Just play it straight. And if you could play it straight through above 72, we are done with this particular exercise. We will move on to something else. Okay? You've done well. Now let's play the piece.
Okay.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Let's go.
From the beginning.
Yes, please. Run it. very impressed. There were a couple of notes missed and maybe a couple of places you rushed a little bit. But in general, it's very thoughtful and it's very solid performance. I'm very impressed. Did you look at the next 2 pages?
Oh, sorry. No.
No.
Do you have the music?
I have. You gave me 2 pages. 2.
Only 2?
You gave me this and this. And yeah, there's these 2 pages, and then you gave me these other 2 pages.
Let me see those pages.
We looked at the pages and we marked spellings and stuff. I don't know which one is which. 6, 7, 7.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the next page. You know what? I actually don't think I want you to play the rest of it. What is that ruckus there with the dolls?
The dolls. This is the next page too.
I know. Forget about it. I don't think that you need it. I think what I would like for you to do is to learn to play the first 2 pages a little bit faster and without crashing, because the next 2 pages are not going to teach you very much of new stuff. Let me think. What would be a good piece? Wow. Did you want to play something?
Mm.
Oh, what do you want to play, child?
I don't know. I don't know anything in mine.
Okay, then let me think.
I have something, but it's way too hard.
What?
I was thinking the Mendelssohn Concerto, but it's way too hard.
That is a little bit too soon because you
Yeah.
didn't cover enough of material.
Yeah.
But this is what at least needs to be done. If you cover the Berio Concerto and a movement of Lalo, you can do then a Mendelssohn. Do you know the 3rd movement of Lalo?
I don't know.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is very hard, but it's also very fun. You would really enjoy it. It's, in some ways harder than Spor, but it's also much funner than Spor.
Yay.
What? Yay!
Yay.
How about Have you heard that piece? Yeah, it is very hard, but let me try to find the music right now and I will send it for you and we will start something new. I think you've done. Keep practicing Spor though, keep polishing it and speeding it up, but I don't think you need me at this point anymore for that.
Would the Sefchek number 4 help with like the dun dun dun?
Very good girl, yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll practice it more.
Here we go. And it looks like I even have a part with marked things.
I can print it out easily.
Okay, now I am going to text it to the same number that I texted to. So that number, that's yours, right?
Yeah, that's my number.
Your number.
My number.
Your number.
My number.
Okay.
242.
Hang on.
What?
I just added you to the registry so it
Do
will
you want to say
recognize.
hi?
Huh?
You want to say hi to you?
I mean, I was looking at Mondo, but sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you the famous cellist with the name? Okay.
I'll do that.
Stop being a hooligan. Then again, always be a hooligan. Okay, so I think I sent you the music. You need to print it and we will start working on it right away.
Okay. I didn't get it yet. It'll keep.
Let me make sure that it's gone.
That it's done.
It's delivered.
And then you have to do that, and then that, and then that. I don't know. Did you send it
Print
over
it.
email?
Print it. My computer shows that it's been delivered.
On text?
Oh, I think, you know what? I think I send it to your mom.
Oh.
Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, because then I can just, if you send it to me over text, I can just print it.
Right. Ella.
We're making apple pie right now.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Because it's
That's not funny. I am so hungry.
It's my grandma's birthday.
Whose birthday?
My grandma's.
Ah. Happy birthday to grandma. All right. You got the Lalo printed.
Lalo. There. It's printed.
Once it's done, go and get it.
Oh, I don't know.
Go get the music.
Wait. Okay, I think it's ready. We have a balance beam. Okay.
Okay, let's read from the beginning. Nice and slow. Go for it. Okay, slow down and read the rhythm very carefully.
Kind of far from their jobs. I don't think they're really interested. I told you when people really want it. They don't.
Yes. Okay, look very carefully. In the beginning, it says 3, which means it's a triplet. So the very first note is not an eighth note, it's a triplet. Then 2 following notes are straight eighths. Then it's a triplet again, and then straight eighths again. Listen carefully. See? Try it. I wish I could play along with you, but unfortunately there is a delay, so go. Watch the bowing. Ta-ya-pam, ta Try it. Stop. You're already educated little violinist. You need to know what the proper shift is, right? So you go. Remember. So. And do show me a little juice right there. A little slide. Okay, serious. Look again. Stop. Look again, look carefully. I'm saving the boat. And then I'm going down. Go. No, you're going to crash. You have to save the boat. Don't waste it. Go. Okay, look. Right here. See where I'm not doing that. It will be much faster. So you need to prepare yourself. Go again.
How fast is it?
Well, it says 76. I don't like it at 76. Most of my students played it at 68, which is approximately. It's very macho, cool, and dangerous piece. It's like piece. Perfect for you. Try again from the beginning. Use the lower half of the bow. Do not use too much bow or you will crash. No. Look. Retake to start it again. Then go on. Now look at the notes carefully. You should be stronger. No, wrong rhythm, dear. Okay, now watch carefully. You go. And that one is 2-2, right? So you need to get me a juicy Russian slide there, slow slide. And you reinforce. See, there is an accent there, so. And then. Okay, try to read it.
From the beginning?
No. From that beat. Retake and go. Now, the rhythm is there. Right?
Oh.
Right. Now look here. You have the bar numbers there, right?
What?
In the music, you have the bar numbers. Don't tell me that you don't.
I only have top number. Well,
You have
on
the bar numbers. The numbers of the measure.
yeah, the numbers of the measure is there.
Right, in the beginning of each line you have a number. Do you see it?
Yeah, 36.
Okay, so this one is 42. Right? Now look at the next bar. The next bar is very, very, very hard because you started strong. And you need to play suddenly la-di-da-di right there. Right? So different vibrato, different bow, different everything. But how do you get from here to here? You tell me. No, how do you shift?
You do a proper shift.
And what is your ghost note then?
G.
Excuse me?
G.
No, it isn't.
C or G?
It's a C. You go 1, 1. Can you do that arpeggio for me? Like that. That is absolutely correct. So when you go, and do show me a little bit of that slide, but in decaying, going into the foggy, beautiful sound. Go.
Do I start from?
Start from the beginning of the line, which is bar number 42. Okay, stop. Hopefully you will get this from the video. Some slides are good, some slides are bad. I honestly don't know how to explain it to you, but see this, this is good, but now that is not good. It's nasty, so don't go, no. Now, here you can. The next note, you go for the third finger, but you shift into the fifth position. Look carefully. You find here, and you extend the third finger. Look at it very carefully. I'm showing you my left hand, right? So you go here, fifth position, open up that finger, so it touches that note with the fat part of the fingers. Do you understand? Otherwise it would be too plain, too clean, too boring. Got it?
Yeah.
So we're rapidly running out of time. Please look at letter B. You're not going to play it. It's bar number 67. I had not yet met a student who would not have trouble counting.
We already had this in the sport.
So you have to learn it how to count. It's actually very simple, but kids learn it wrong and then they're in trouble.
Wait.
Now turn it into a second page, which is bar 81. And I will explain to you as far as I can in the next 3 minutes. Please stay quiet because my next student is going to call me in 3 minutes. You start slowly. You see that it is an accent in every note. So you go. Do you understand? And then. And then watch my fingers. 1, 4. Some people catch that harmonic with 4. I prefer 3, and it's supposed to be marked in your music. Do you understand? This, remember the beginning, the final tempo of the first page would be 68. This one you can turn to the same 68, but 68 used for a single note. These ones are delayed. And then from here you practice like this. bar. It is hard, but you can do it. I have no doubt. You find your C, F sharp, and G sharp. What chord is that? Quick, time flying.
I don't know.
It's a diminished 7, you silly. Just like your arpeggios. So you go. Understand? And then you build the same chord. Do you understand? This will be very, very, very exciting, but it is very, very hard. It's the top line of violin virtuosity. A few bars later, you have the. Practice it absolutely metronomically correct, very, very slow, and every note. I have no doubt that you can play, but if you mess up it in the beginning, it will be hard to fix. Do you have any questions?
No.
Listen to 1.5 million of recordings. Many people play it well, many people play it different. You will be playing it your way, but I will help you to avoid all the standard mistakes and get excited. Okay?
Okay.
It's a very fun piece. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.